Let's go. I felt unusually blue for some reason. Welcome back, guys. We are continuing on our rush of trying to get everything done. Last time we failed to get the green room done. There was a crack in a wall, or at least a weird wall. I think it was cracked, but I don't know. There's a weird part of the wall I want to do a power hammer on, see if I could. Fanned out downstairs, so why not? And we had the cloister we didn't do, and then we didn't do the freezer, and we didn't do a lot of things. So this is going to be a run where we try to do those things. We also hopefully, I think we rented a book from the library yesterday, so I don't know if we can do much on that front. But also, if we can get stuff done on that front, that would be nice. Go outside, see if we can do a schoolhouse run or another tomb. If we get the tomb, we want the armory to get the light thing. And if we can't do that, we can make something done. Not wholly sure on what the ingredients are. So we'll have to do another item run and see what we get. Also on our list of things to try, none of these are ideal. Toolshed item run, I guess. I don't know what we're going to try to accomplish, but especially with these. We're probably shy of making the 8 things, so we can get the trophy at least. Bare minimum, we can get a trophy. We want something, preferably the maybe conservatory over here, because we think maybe that can do something, because that's definitely not branches, that is in fact cracks. Come back with a power hammer. But the conservatory has glass there. I don't know, we'll consider that when we draft it. What do you mean, bleep? Marco. Oh, because we traded them, that's right. If they're inserted in the thing, they stay, but if we trade them, we don't keep them. Can't trade it again today, so I might as well put it back. But I will do that at some other point in time. Probably when we get a bunch of keys and go downstairs to unlock stuff. We can go out front and deal with that all at once. Boop, 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 boop. Well, we got options. Classroom, but don't really need it. But wouldn't hurt. We know Arch Aries is going to be yellow. We know the colors, so that's not an issue. I don't know what I want. I want to redraw, I think. Sherwood Chapel. And we won't use it. Huh? What we got? We can store room and get some keys. Not bad, not bad. Head the other ways. Added morning room, got some extra steps back. Have chest, can't break. Have workshop, we'll do what we can. Thank you. We like that here. Man, I wish I could trade my stuff on days like this one. Morning room, we'll start with 2 more gems. I'll take it, and we'll get 2 gems from it, and it won't cost us anything to draft it. We'll go that way in the future. We got 3 keys. 3 keys. A box below. What? It was like freaking right here. So dumb. Still heard about that. Beacon Parlor. What we got? White box is true and does not contain gems. Box that displays the word gems is empty. It is true and would not contain gems, and this one would not contain gems. Box that displays the word true is false. So this could be true, which means this is also true, because this says it is. Which means that this does not say the word gem. This says the word gem. So both this and this are empty. This doesn't say gem, so it would not be empty. Am I crazy? Is that how the logic works? What are our other options? Well, if this is false, then this is also false. Which part of it is false? It's basically it's not true that the white box is true and does not contain gems. Like, we're getting into formal logic. We have to write this freaking down at this point. But false makes that false, which makes this true. But it has the word true on it, making it false. So I think the best option is to say that this is true and has the word gems on it. This is true and has the word gems on it, making it empty. This is false and it has the gems in it. How? How does that not make sense? Explain to me, Henry. Not Henry, Herbert. I don't actually know your name. I'm not paying attention to the story whatsoever. This run is definitely not entirely about the story. This box displays the word gems. It's freaking written on there, making it empty. This box says it's true and does not contain gems, but it has the word gems on it, and therefore this is also empty. This would not have to be empty. So this, apparently the box that says the word gems in quotes is exempt from its rule. Box that displays the word true is false. If that's true, then this is false, which probably implies that this has the gems. So a true, true, false. The box that displays the word gems is empty, which means this is empty. This one, I mean, obviously wasn't full. How would you know on that one? The box that displays the word true is false. This displays the word true and gems. So this is false and it's empty. If this is false, either the white box contains the gems or the white box is false. But you'd have no way of knowing. You'd have to assume this is false because the white box contains gems, right? Because we said this one's true. Man, I don't know. Aside from the way I did it, I don't know of any way to think through it. And know the answer, you know. How dare you? Well, it contains only false statements, so it contained two statements and both had to be false. I think it's what it's going for. That's dumb. But we'll note for the future, one box has to be entirely false. Every statement has to be false. One box, every statement has to be true. I will give myself gems. I will also receive gems from there. I do not have a way to zoom in case I need to. But we have an upgrade disc. Do you have an upgrade disc? An upgrade disc? An upgrade disc? Do you have an upgrade disc so early in the morning? I want to break this room. I'm pretty sure the roots because it's a green room, but I want to break this room. Flowers, sun, flowers. This is the only sun I've seen. We had a thing with a sun on it. I don't know. This room and the green room. Ooh, give me that too. Heck yeah. We are rolling in the dough. Do I see a chess piece anywhere around here? For future reference. No, not there, not down there. I don't think green rooms usually have them, so it makes sense, but I'm just intent on looking. Nice spoon. Tea. And this one. Baron Montali names nephew provincial heir November the 5th in the blue hours of Wednesday morning. Doesn't say what day, but when. So hold on. Saturday was the 7th. Friday 6th. Thursday 5th. So Wednesday was the 4th. The venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated a flurry of speculation, for his niece and presumptive heir, the much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones, aka Mary, not Mary Magdalene, what the frick, Mary Marigold, has been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Mrs. Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name of Mary Marigold, there we go, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swinburne, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of the age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, aka 14 years old, who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear that the young heir from Redington, distinguished in his own right as last year's county science fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the coming weeks, more to follow. Well, that tells us that we're from Redington, which is why we're the Red Prince. The Red Prince from Redington. But we want to be the Blue Prince. We want to do more. Be more. Follow in our mother's footsteps if at all possible. Tool shed, that's what I did. Oh, what's good? Observatory, maybe. Have parallel lines upwards. There's no we need a lot of keys. I can get garage. Hey, look, garage. So we'll just do a key spamming run. Go ahead and take our eye right through here. It's Draxus. The key. We want chests. We don't want Draxus. I'm having a good time right now just being able to go places. Could go through the chapel. Make some stuff happen that way. I have the workshop, but aside from that, I do not have any key gear rooms, so I will hold off. Let me do billiard room for the time being. And I'll go ahead and get the keys, I guess. I have enough for a book. I get the library. So I can get the bookstore. 5 squared is 25 minus 20 is 5. 20 minus 18 is 2. Squared is 4. 11 minus 8 is 3. Squared is 9. Catching up on this one. Catching up to the parlor because I can't make anything happen in the parlor anymore. The room does not connect. I have 2 2 redraws I'll go ahead and do. I could have rotated, I guess that would have been nicer. Would have been nice if I had rotated. Redraw again. A straight room so I can actually be smart about this. And does it for me good. Excellent. Also weird that it had that thing, okay. Not really mind that it does that. Can we get a place with a computer, please? I'm more than happy to spend the gems. I have a key card, so closed exhibit's fine. And it will probably get me a lockpicking kit. Because it usually does. Closet, I guess, it's fine. Try for more items. Nothing else sitting around in here except the paper thing. Okie dokie. Go back up into the foundation and go down. In multiple figures of multiple meanings of the word. Got our steps back, which is nice. Don't have a shovel, I don't think. Nope. Do not go down, I can go to the entry hall and back. What am I hoping for? Nothing. There's no reason for me to go down because I can't solve those until I get to the library and figure out what's what. Oh, I was gonna go down to the foundry and get stuff. That's what it was, yeah. By stuff, I mean use all the keys I've got, but. Laboratory here is fine. Key. Insert disk. I think it's gonna be the spare room. Oh, the hallway, okay. What are my options? Key. Trunk, which is probably better than the key. Or add an extra hallway to the draft pool. No. Trunk is probably better, but it's locked, so we have to have a sledgehammer or an armory to get stuff with. But usually not that hard to do, honestly. And it could be more than one key in there, so yeah, I think that's probably better. To always have a trunk. Because I can have gems, I can have coins, I can have all kinds of options there. So we've got flexibility in terms of having a good run. 2 times open a trunk. Probably my dice is better. I'm not gonna have tons of them, but I will have some. My dice can afford to be given some help. All good options. I'll do the pump room because of the way it's facing. Because I want to play with the water levels. Go in. No items can show up in here. Close to it. Oh, key. Wow. That's a fun place for a key. Sure, Mount Holly gift shop sounds fine. Or courtyard. I'm using a gym at the same time. Might be getting stuff out of it. Like a gym. Shovel, that's what I wanted. Dig, give me turnip. That's not turnip. That's turnip. There we go. Do we have a third one? No, okay. We can also go back to the morning room. Since the workshop's right next to it, I probably will, but I won't do it here and now. I will do it in the future. Go to the foundation and spin my keys first. My upgrade disc. I will go ahead and do this one because it's probably going to be a locked door. Yeah, lockpick works, so I'll go ahead and do that. Oh, but while we're here, you know, since we are here after all, I bought this book, The Death of Drafting. Draxus is an angel of death. Good to know. Every architect has experienced it. You're drafting your house. Oh, this is the drafting one, okay. You're drafting your house room by room and everything is going smoothly. Suddenly you realize there's only a single path available for expansion and it's imperative you draft a hallway, or else your design will have no hope of further development while on the critical draw. Drafting gods offer you nothing but dead ends, rooms with no exit and even fewer prospects. Dead ends are the death of dreams and the death of plans and the death of expansion. In short, they are the death of your house, but are they genuinely as daunting and menacing as they appear? Perhaps beneath their morbid exterior, dead ends hold some inherent value. In this volume of drafting strategy, we'll delve deeper into the world of the grave than any architect has ever dared to draft, to discover once and for all if there is life beyond the dead end. No exit strategies. A dead end is any room which lacks another door by which to exit. It is an understandable instinct to want to avoid these rooms while drafting your house, as they limit your available paths to grow. However, seasoned architects quickly learn that you do not want to completely ignore them. A very common mistake that beginners make is picking the room with the most doors while drafting and ignoring all of the factors, but every house needs some dead ends. Mainly so they don't overwhelm you in the draft pick. You'll just get like 3 of them and you'll re-roll and you'll get 3 of them again because you'll have too many available. Don't be afraid of drafting a few dead ends, that's correct. Especially closets and stuff are great. Each dead end room an architect drafts removes that floor plan from the draft pool. The more dead ends you draft, the less likely you are to draw them later on when decisions are more critical. The key is figuring out a way to draft dead ends without blocking off your house's potential for expansion. Dropping a dead end room on the rank behind you is a great strategy to accomplish this and helps you pick up some extra resources before continuing to higher ranks. Except the lavatory, because who knows what that does. In general, you should be trying to fill up every open slot in your house before moving north. An ideal spot for draft a dead end, okay. Grave mistakes introduced to the tomb. As foreboding as a black-bordered floor plan may seem, Tomb stands out as one of the most straightforward strategies centered around dead ends. This floor plan can only be drafted from the grounds, and is considered one of the outer rooms. As such, it can be drafted at the very start of the day, allowing architects to know immediately whether the strategy should be focused on dead ends or not, because you can get 5 every time that you have a dead end. The tomb itself is a vast crypt filled with shadowy alcoves and creepy recesses. The entire space was designed by early Orindian architects to evoke a sense of mystery and intrigue, perfect for those who are appreciative and skeptical of dead-end architecture. The 8 Agerian angels of the early era, aka the first era, that are scattered throughout the tomb's chambers are a memento of times past, and you will certainly be seeing a lot of them when employing a tomb-centered strategy, as you will likely be making several visits here throughout the day. A successful tomb strategy depends on 3 crucial factors: finding shops, amassing enough steps to allow for return trips to the grounds, and drafting as many dead ends as possible. This strategy is perfect for those who love risk and great rewards. Veya, note that down. Veya equals sweeper with top hat. Okay. No, I didn't write it down, I drew it, because that's the dumbest thing to do. Tomb isn't the only dead end you'll find on the grounds. There are a total of 8 outer rooms, which are draftable from outside the house. These floor plans are unique, not only where they can be drafted, but also in the fact that they are floor plans that cannot lead to the expansion of further rooms, making them a perfect candidate for dead ends. They are also able to be drafted at the very beginning of the day, which allows architects to plan out their strategy with greater precision and purpose. For example, on a schoolhouse day, architects will prioritize acquiring gyms to play for the extra classroom floor plans, unless you've axed it, like I have. Whereas on a hovel day, they'll focus on getting lots of extra steps, because hovel will give you dirt everywhere. No, because it will allow you to use steps instead of gyms. Grounds for Termination may have been a play on words for the title of this article, but it certainly wasn't a joke to the former groundskeeper Denny Rivane, who made his home while employed on the estate in this humble bedroom. But Denny was, I think, fired because he was no good. The groundskeeper's tool shed is a great draft choice to find useful items like a shovel or sledgehammer, or, watering cannon, metal detector. Even better items can be found in the trading post, that is, if you have something valuable to offer. This shop is frequented by local farmers and hunters who supply the estate with goods in exchange for a few shiny trinkets. Root cellar, many of the vegetables and fruits obtained from the locals are preserved in the subterranean cellar. When winter arrives, these stored goods are frequently traded back, providing them with a reliable source of sustenance during the colder months. We've never seen seasonal changes, but we know that the root cellar now has a seasonal change, and the orchard has a seasonal change. Even further underground, provisions are also stored in the state's bomb shelter. The purpose of this, of course, like the root cellar, is preservation. However, in this case, it's the preservation of people rather than food against fallout, radiation, and red rooms. Blast outer room is a floor plan with a function that isn't as straightforward as the others. Just what is a blessing? How much gold do I need to give? How long does it last? Oh, it gives us details about that. Heck yeah. The shrine is a space of reverence, a mystical cavern filled with the glow of candlelight, and those that show respect and pay tribute are blessed by the unseen forces that guide this world. Blessings are persistent benefits that last several days and are bestowed upon the reverent visitors who have made an offering of gold. The type and duration of blessings can differ depending on the amount of gold given, but the more gold you offer, the longer the blessing will last. Blessing of the Tinkerer. Whenever you draft a mechanical room, trigger your current experiment. That could be useful. So you could draft a bunch of mechanical rooms and get permanent allowance increase. Blessing of the General. After you draft a red room, if you have at least 5 different ranks containing red rooms, gain 5 gems. Blessing of the Monk. If you call it a day in a room in your estate, you will draw that room while drafting from the grounds the following day. So maybe the outer room is what it's saying. Blessing of the Berry Picker. When drafting, instead of picking a floor plan, you can pick a berry. If you do, draw a random floor plan from your draft pool, disregarding rarity. Blessing of the Chef. For each different type of spread that you do today, add an extra dish in the dining room. That's insane. I don't know what a spread that is, but you know. You can add more food to the dining room. That's cool. While drafting, you may pay 1 gem to spin floor plans. I did that. Each time you draft a shop, gain an ivory die. Gain 10 gold whenever you roll an ivory die. That'd be cool. Add 8 courtyards to today's draft pool. Not sure I want that, but okay. Top 5 dead ends. 1. Attic. If Toolshed is good, then Attic is really good. Even at a steep cost. Ooh, man. Okay, so that's the sweepstakes. Even at a steep gem cost, this room cannot be passed up. It always pays for itself and more. Study is likely the most powerful room for the experienced architect who no longer has difficulty accumulating gems or solving chess portmanteaus. Is it that great, though? I mean, it's just a hint about, hey, we have a thing in there. More than any other room, Coat Check allows architects to center the strategies on the specific item of their choice, because we can save it across multiple days, of course. Oval, the risk may scare off some, but to those who see their steps as an expendable resource and throw caution to the wind, Hovel is an unbeatable drafting force, especially if you have a hard time getting gems, yes. Surprisingly, this room is actually categorized for the secret passage as a dead end. Didn't realize that. Allowing architects to utilize it in both dead end and color-specific strategies. Okay. On January the 20th, 1989, Taro Martese shocked the world of architecture by drafting 19 dead ends in one day. Can you beat his record? Draft 20 or more dead ends in a single day and you can win 200 gold and the trophy of sweepstake. Okay. So we have to... I also don't have a thing to see what the small thing says. Probably want a magnifying glass to see what the small text says. Word from the authors. But we need to do 20 or more dead ends in a single day. I have a storeroom and closet. That's 2. Garage is technically 3. I have 3 dead ends. Nice. 20 or more in a day. That's like half the house, you realize. I'm sure they do realize. It's not a surprise to them, but, you know. Redraw, give me the bookstore. Thank you. As much as the trophy room is tempting, I have money for a book and I'm going to buy it. Curse of Blackbridge. Oh, there's that, yeah. So that's the end of the run, but it's also a satisfying end to the run. I can go downstairs and I can do stuff with the chests now. And I have pump room? Yeah, I have a pump room, so I can actually change the water too if I get a lot done. But let us descend into madness after digging. Turnip. Turnip. coin. Anything in particular I'm thinking about this time? I have a sledgehammer. I didn't have it, but I'm just combining it into a power hammer. That's fine. I don't know what I even hit it with. An upgrade disc? I don't think I have an upgrade disc, right? Please don't let me have an upgrade disc besides security 2. Show me. I have laboratory. And because of that, I don't have a disc. Okay, I already used it, I think. Let us descend into the down under. So we did the front ones and the hidden ones. We'll do the water ones next. And see if we have enough for everything. If we do, we can just fill the water back up, which would be a heck yeah moment. But I choose you. Experiment successful. Next 5 times you open a trunk, set your dice to 2. Oh, that didn't help. At least it was a success, even though it doesn't mean anything, because I can't go anywhere. Yeah. Oh, hey, look. So I got a 6 raise in my allowance. Wow. Now it's 45. Oh my gosh. My allowance by itself basically pays for every book. That's a thing. That's a thing. That's a thing. You're a thing. You're a thing. I don't need many more keys, actually. That's impressive. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 left. And I can already open 3 of them. Start left side, maybe. 1, 2, 3 here. Cool. Cool. And cool. Did I get any shops? I did not, so I don't need to do anything with that. Yeah, and we'll come back tomorrow and do these. So how many did I say I needed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only need 7 keys, which sounds like a whole lot, especially on days when I suck at getting keys, but that's not as much as it was when we started. Also, we got the library today where we read about drafting, so tomorrow we can go either get History of Arindia, since we bought that, or we can go back and get Realm and Rune, which will tell us about I don't know. I probably want to get History of Arindia. I'm gonna need to get both, really. But yeah, we'll just call it here, I guess. But yeah, we'll need to get History of Arindia and Realm and Rune, so that we can tie in different nations to what they are going to end up being. We will hydrate and carry on. Still looking for freezer furnace combo, still looking for tomb run. So depending on what we get out here, we will decide that. Starting off with 4 gems, I don't exactly remember, but because we got the morning room. Every time we get the morning room, we have 2 more gems to start off with. We get that. Tomb, we'll do that, yep. Tomb run, let's go. Also has plenty of money, but honestly I think I'm doing good on money. I can get a pantry and buy the next book. next and last book, so. I will return these to Blackbridge, which I forgot to do yesterday, but you know. No crying over spilled milk. One room has been added. Take to the left. None of these did that. Go to the closet for the items. Running shoes is big. Running shoes. Never have enough of running shoes. Workshop, nice. This is a great run. Drafting studio is only worth because I'm moving in the direction I want to move in. Well, probably bedroom. It's a tight run. I don't like it, but it does allow us to do stuff, so whatever. Okay, I want the power hammer. I want the greenhouse. Oh, it does what Boulder Doom does, but doesn't need the monies, the gems. That's fine. Did I upgrade hallway? Sure did. And guess what? It's the money. Guess who's wealthy? It's me. I like that choice. I like that choice. Go ahead and do the gym. Even though there's nothing that requires 4 now that I've axed it all, but you know, do it. Kitchen takes us in the direction we want. So does security. Security also has options for us, like laboratories. We'll do that. It's just a little bit more valuable. Somewhere. Where? Oh, they're gonna be in the thing, you know, in the tomb. I care more about items today. Yes, please. Just a solid defense option. We'll do dark room. We can pick from the drawing room on the top one. We'll activate it. There we go. Kind of want to go to the left from here. So this exhibit should work, except we don't have any thing to open it. But it should give us a lockpick kit. So that's a plus. We got security, so we just need to get the other one. And this opens up because we don't have to worry about it. Did not get anything in here today, okay. A little discouraging, but no big deal. We can always hop into the foundation as well directly, if we can call it, which kind of requires the same thing as that thing does, so just ignore me, I'm stupid, it's fine. I want to keep getting these right. Help me get these right, Mr. Lowry. White box is false, that's easy. The blue box is false. Gems are in a box with a false statement. So, true. This is true. This is false. Which makes this true. Which means the box is in a false statement. True, true, false. That means it has to be here. If this is false, then this is true. Then the gems are not in a box with a false statement. False, true. This could be true, and it would be in here. Hold on. If this is false, then this has to be true, which makes this false. The gems are not in a box with a false statement, which means that the gems are in a box with a true statement. This is false, and this is false, and this is true. So I think either way it's in this box. Okay, I'm back. I may have fallen off the wagon for a second, but I am back. We have plenty of stuff, and we now know how to deal with this. Voila, do we have a shovel? No, we don't. We have an allowance. Mr. Nogula, if you're reading this, it seems the day has finally come and the cloister is at long last getting some much overdue maintenance. I've left you a literal token of appreciation to serve as a positive reinforcement, which should grant you a bit of extra spending money each day while working on the estate. We have learned from our dealings with your predecessor that it's much cheaper in the long run to be generous, Mrs. Babbage. Because they were thinking that the mail was stolen by the predecessor, right? We saw that in the mail room. There was that tiny comment about him stealing letters from the Baron. Oh, all possible options, but none of them ideal. I don't really need to go that direction. I don't suppose. I could get a bunch of keys or I could buy stuff, and I'm probably in the mood to buy items if I'm going to do anything. Like a shovel. I can get money out of that. So we'll do just that. We won't do anything else with it because that's fine. But we can dig. And get tin cans, because man, that's what I wanted. Oh, pain. If I can keep drafting green rooms, I get more and more lucky, so, you know, whatever that's worth. Apparently nothing. As much as I think billiard room is the right choice, I'm going to do pantry so I can get, in case I get library, basically. I don't think I bought the last book yet. Dining room solid courtyard is always unlocked. Just that little extra safety is what I want. Found that, give me keys. Very happy moment now. Give me key. Pebbles. Give me, that's the only one in this entire room, okay. Anyway. Den is not a bad choice. Could be locked, has a chest, nice. Nice chest. We love rooms with good chests. Okay, you're locked, I don't like that. Laboratory is not what we want, so we will corridor. It's guaranteed unlocked. I can still get garage, which is interesting. It will get me keys, which helps downstairs. I only need 7? Can I get it on the last room? I kind of want to try. Surely I can. Don't call me Shirley. We'll do garage right now because I don't want to risk it. Is the problem. I do want the keys to go ahead and just finish out the bottom area. We'd have to actually power it or get the thing, and in fact, the closed exhibit's a limitation, so I want the cloister on the other side to help me get to a utility closet. Or a key card, because I still don't have one of those. I can come back here before I spend all of the keys, in case I need to. All options work. A deep freezer. But I have no way of putting a hot furnace next to it, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Bought everything here, I think. Yep, bought everything here. Look, a furnace. I shall rotate because Dovecote gives me the right to. I probably want the kitchen just in case my steps get dangerous. I have the gems, we can do this. I also want to test this if I have the ability to. I will buy banana. Dig. Turnip. We dig. Pebbles. We don't dig, okay. Sure. This actually lets me open up the closed exhibit. Possibly for free. We get sale. We get key. And the sale is good for commissary, kitchen, locksmith, and bookshop, so that's nice. Everything's for sale. Sure, morning room, I don't have a problem with that. Tomorrow I'll have 2 gems to start with, 2 extra ones. There's stuff here, there's gems here. There's always 2 gems and a salt shaker. Hey, what do I have outside of tomb? Okay, that's not helpful then. Still want to turn on the dark room if we can. So let's go back into the foundation. Got 7 keys, which I think is all we needed. But we're going to use one because we need to keep going. Which is why we don't do hasty decisions. Music room will give us some keys and will give us a big key too. So that will be maybe... Oh, prism key. That's not what I expected at all. I still have no idea what this is about. Denoted inverse. Denoted inverse. Don't know. I'm stretching for things, honestly, but... Spin 2, but we forever can have 2. And that's valuable. Also... sus room. It has all the pages, obviously. It has glasses. I don't know if anything's happening in this picture. It is Claire and Simon. In Eclipse Ball, 1952. Which was a monthly thing, because it has to do with passing of the moon. Also, it had something over there. On here, actually. Can't really tell what I'm looking at, though. No, it is chairs, okay. 2 chairs and a thing between them. 3 lights. Chandelier. Maybe normal. Probably. Probably still is these 2 chairs and a thing between them. Call me stupid, right? But this is a straight up and down, this is a straight up and down, this is a straight up and down. This has a line here. What happens if I get to the back of this ballroom? There's not a line on this side. There's a line on this side. I'm going to get to the back of this ballroom. They're covering up where that is. I think. I don't know. Can't use it, so we're going to use one of these. I need to go to the left. Billiard room, done. I need to know what's on the other side of that thing. Broken lever. I want that. I don't have a battery pack, I don't think, but otherwise. 8. 3 squared is 9. 18 minus 16 is 2 squared is 4. 10 minus 1 is 9. Minus 8 is 1. Times 3 is 3. Squared is 9. Key card. Hey, that's a winner. That helps me out somewhere. Maybe just theoretically. No shiny, no nothing. Rotunda, I cannot afford. Freaking frick. This is hard. Okay. I need more gems. Probably take spare room to the left, honestly. It's not the kind of room you get trapped in. Why is this so redundant? Okay, vestibule. Vestibule's a winner. Because Mechanarium, I don't think I have enough rooms for to make it strong. I've got security, I've got workshop. And that's it. So yeah, let's do vestibule. I don't want to lose half my stuff, so I can do this, right? Lose a couple steps and get my gems back by walking in here. Boom, done. Vestibule let us double back. This way. Tunnel's not useful. Come on, bro. And I've lost my blessing, so I can't spin them. I need to get to the back of the class and to the back of the ballroom, though. Come on, bro. You know? Bro. I guess I'll quest bedroom. But that burns me up. And I got no item out of it. Thanks. What a waste. I'm going to write that down, the things I want to do, though. We've got heat, freezer, smash, green room, see back of ballroom with weird pain, P-A-N-E. Not the kind of weird pains you wake up with and you're like, am I old? There's those. We're not talking about those. That's just from living. I'll have a thing tomorrow morning, which would be nice. Nothing else here. Which is fine for this day. It's not been a great day. We'll go north. Office, lab, or conference room. We have security, so it doesn't matter. What takes me both directions? Nothing actually, because conference room only takes me to the side once. But we'll go this way, I suppose. Classroom. Look, colors, guys. It's colors. My prism key is still useless, and I've got half the keys I did before. I've got a third of the keys I did before, but I think we have thing today. If we have tomb today, yes, okay, good. Give me. This is the only thing it'll be worth it. It'll still be worth it if this is the only thing I get today. Let me go ahead and do this. For a shop, I'll take it. Can I get a bookshop by chance? If I force it? No, I can't. What a shame. At the commissary, we can buy a bunch of stuff like keys and gems, bananas. I probably don't want keys. Just, we have a discount. I bought gems. I'm stupid. It doesn't hurt, but there we go. So I got 6 keys again. And I figured that was going to happen, yeah. attic because I bought the freaking keys. Let's go. I bought the gems. Let's go. I don't know English, but you know, other than that, we're great. Got the battery pack so we can smash if we ever had a green room, which is not going to happen because look at that. Dark room. It'd have to be in the dark room for me to have a green room. So my den would have to give me an equipment room for me to light up the dark room. Otherwise, I will just luck of the draw this thing. Coupon book, gems. Can I get another key, please? Also, I have no idea who we're looking at. There's the two brothers, and that's, I think, Edwin Sinclair. Not Edwin Sinclair. Edwin. No. Man, I'm blanking out. It's not the Major. It's not the Count. This is not Baron Sinclair. Because I don't think either one of those is us. My theory now, because he looks like one of the statues, and we don't have statues of Herbert. We have statues of Herbert's father, Thomas. So that's either Thomas Sinclair or, and he has two sons, right? But one of his sons wears glasses, and I don't see glasses in either one of them. Debatable if that's an issue here, because how young they are. But it could also be. Also, he's standing on the elevator and pointing down. So is there something past the elevator I don't know? But that could also be, besides the Sinclairs, that could be the, Edemas, what's it called? Demas Marigold, thank you so much for giving the editors the opportunity to consider your illustrator to with the Red Prince. Unfortunately, we regret we have come to the conclusion that the illustrations are wonderful. We don't think the material is a good fit for Ruffington's current catalog, and therefore will not be pursuing a partnership at this time. If you provide us with a return envelope, your manuscript will be returned to you, otherwise it has been recycled. Thank you again for thinking of us here at Ruffington, and do not be discouraged to submit any work you complete in the future. We wish you every success in finding a home for your book. Thomas Yanders, editor, Ruffington Red Publishing, Children's Book Department. That address. Change the ending to political. We slide over here, and we see the O drawing. But now we have an A. I thought it was just like circling something. It's an O. And the A was top right above it. I don't know that I got every item as well, but oh well. As long as I can't find another one, I guess we'll go with it. It's a chair. Red wagon. Nothing of particular import. I mean, a swan, but Oh, and also, I think this is Miss Babbage. Or Miss Clara Epson, who has a diamond. No, it's a moon necklace. Okay, whoever that is has the moon necklace, which I think is Miss Epson. Also, I think these could be Mr. Epson. Her father. So whatever that is worth. Bishop. I don't know. I have a hard time with that, but that could be the Epsons. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, we got 6 keys, which I don't know is enough for the downstairs stuff. We can light the tomb. Might be able to find a key in the tomb. Let's do the tomb first. Make sure nothing came here of note. Money. Money just spawned here for no reason. I'll take it. Nothing else just spawned here. Okay, good to know. So we want to go to the left and then down. Oh, we're gonna lose our gems, that's a shame. Oh well. To the left. Do we have a dining room? No, I didn't think so, but that was surprising that we didn't have a dining room. Anywho, I think the tomb was the last thing I wanted lit. The note in verse really seems like it's our the Jones thing. I don't know why, but it seems like it's the Jones thing. The treble clef converted. Oh wait, I was gonna. That's okay. I can go outside and through here. And come back and be right in the middle of the house, so that's fine. Really. Also, I didn't get a utility closet, so I don't have access to the garage. Our steps are going to be very effective out here, so I think that'll be fine. I'm going to see if I can re-dig in this area with the close exhibit. See if there's anything over here. Looks like no. Looks like you can only dig that up once, and it doesn't leave a permanent thing. Yeah, it's that one. Okay. I can also go into the workshop really quickly and get a power hammer before I forget. Again, I'm good for the steps, so. Mr. Epson. That could be Mr. Sinclair, Thomas Sinclair, and the Epson of his generation, whoever that was. Okay. I'm trying to look for anything we haven't made before. Shovel with a battery and a broken lever. Gives us a jackhammer. I'm curious and I need to assemble stuff anyway. I don't know that I need to break anything down for sure, so I'm gonna just hold off on that. And the green room won't be nearly as important. I'm not sure I can even get the green room at the bottom level. More effective at the shovel and excavation digs deeper and finds better items. Okay, so it's an item, it's a better item finder. The description might be different though. Nope, that's exactly what it is, okay. We'll look at what other stuff we can do. It's kind of slim, George, whatever your name is. It's kind of slim. You know? But I do have a torch, that's what I need. I don't have 8 items created yet. I've got to be really freaking close. So tell me, do we get any keys? I think that's the first there. We got dice. We got lots of dice, which I guess I can use. Upgrade disc, obviously, we want to use. Nothing here that's bedazzled. We have flowers. Nothing back here. I do want to come back with a power hammer, but I want a few rooms for the power hammer, so it's fine that I don't get it this way. We are going to be out of time at the end of this, so. Rise! That's the whole freaking area, okay. Down. Ooh, there's a grave. And there's this. This is Araja, so we know it's purple. We want purple. Doesn't seem to do anything. Gray doesn't do anything. Purple comes up. And pink rotates around it. So I need to reset. I need to shuffle. Bring this up. Shuffle. Shuffle. Keep shuffling. I need to get this one farther away from the other ones so that it can go up. That. That's what I wanted. We have money, we have a note over here. Well, Dajiris. Lil Dao. Lil I. Lil Mora. Ruel. Relel. Gift. Eld Hugh. Horus. Nerdau. Udar. Ale. Nerdau. Eldar. Elu. Ajelbid. Ultid. Eldor. Elbor. Ulodiris. Hugh Sinclairly. Hugh Sinclairlu. Hugh Ebsenru. Forget Uldane. M. Georgiari, Uldare, Oris, Finvo, Uldain, Jorod, Ro, Oraja, Oris, Nerare, Loja, Eldoris, Undjora. I hope you all understood that just as much as I did. I suspect we understood exactly the exact amount. Okay, we have Rose, we have Lady Epson, clearly. We have the diary key for Lady Epson's diary in her ladyship's chamber, which I cannot access today. Maybe I can get a cracks. Maybe I can get a storage if I can't get anything else from that bottom room or the top left, the den. So that was fun. Let's see what else we can do. Nothing here. I crave the fire. Bring me the flame. That takes us down much faster. We have lots of money that we can't use, but you know, it's fine. Open up two areas with the lights. We're going to go downstairs then. Clearly that was some note about Epson and Sinclair. I don't think that's ambiguous at all. Also, just as a fun fact, that's closed. Just as a fun fact, you may notice when I get Draxus over here, there's Angel of Death right in the tomb. Kind of follows. He is pointing right behind that rock. So if you are trying to play this game and don't want to waste a lot of time, that's the hint into for you. I do want to get the 3. I'm not looking about this one. I need to go down the other way and get the other part of the map. It said 8 something in the torn part. I got a clip of it, I think, yeah. So, rise 37 steps. Things I want to accomplish include using upgrade disc, using treasure map, which takes me where exactly? 4th from the top, and I don't have any way to get there. Okay, so the treasure map is a bust. That's by the ballroom. That's where I wanted to be, but I can't get it. Can't get it. But we have the upgrade disc. We have the diary key, which I can't get today. So we will see about trying to store something. Probably the diary key. Yeah, probably the diary key. Good to know that jackhammer is a way to get nice items when digging. Fortunately, I think I've dug everywhere that there is digging space. Maybe not the morning room. I don't think I've dug the morning room. I really should come through the garage. I don't have power to the garage, so I can't come to the garage. We have 6 keys. We want to use that downstairs. We have 36 steps. The fastest way to do that's out here, honestly. So let's go back out. for saving me steps. I have feet, 5-step feet. I'll put these back so I can open this back up. And I'll look at what's his face is pointing at too. Because South Drive really does start with SD, and not much in this game seems to. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Everything turns blue, everyone's happy. No computer monitor spamming messages at me. Okay, and we don't have to worry about where those are ever again, so if we're in dire need for a particular item, we can try using those again. He's over here pointing out that way, right? It's Mount Holly or something. I see down in front. Sure can. But I can't see anything, so yeah, maybe a freaking gigantic drive is up here and just go straight down. It's not impossible with what this game does. Yeah, I don't remember if 6 was enough. I think we needed 7. But what we will do is do what we can. That's what we want to do, that's what we will do, that's as much as we can do, so. If it ain't enough, we won't worry about it. We already opened that one, so 1 here. 2 here. 3 here. 4. Yeah, we need 7, okay. 5 and 6. Last one's here, that's the one that has the thing in it. So I need 1 more and then I can raise the level again. Start playing with the sink and that kind of stuff. So we're coming with the foundation. We can get in there in 2 steps, which is nice. We can try digging there if we haven't already. I feel like there's something else I wanted. Oh yeah, the den. The den I can do stuff. But the morning room I can also go down and see a man about a wallaby, you know. Is that the way to get to the left? That is. I think I dug in the cloister already, but what I will do, since I have no options to do a whole lot of expensive stuff, I'll hold on to the money. Just in case, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I dug here already, so. Our goal is the den. But it's locked, because I'm stupid. Our goal is the dark room. Where am I going? Our goal is to get a grip. And if I can get a locksmith, that would be fine. Yeah, it was straight through here, okay. Did we dig in here? Did we get any chance to dig in here? We did not, okay. Well, that explains it then, doesn't it? Let's see what we got. The gym, sure. Hey, that's not bad. We can dig with our freaking jackhammer and see what that does. Silver key, nice. I wonder if that's a guarantee to get stuff like major keys, you know? That'd be cool. If I had a power thing, I could try and break the glass. Violence. Oh, attic. Heck yeah. Rare? Nah, bruh. We're making that thing common. Weight room. It can be rare. Yeah, that's fine. Passageway. We'll make it unusual. We're good. Okie dokie. was fun. Got a silver key so I can go to the den. I can play that game for a little while. Got 17 steps, so let me be careful with how I do it. Fastest way is through to the parlor here. Up. Left. Left, up, up. Yes. Is there anything I didn't buy? No. Special key, silver key. You can't stop me. Archives, Chamber of Mirrors, Rotunda. None of which really help at all. Redraw. Dining room, Great Hall. Redraw. Second room, Great Hall, dining room. Redraw. Chapel, weight room. Redraw. It's all very familiar, isn't it? If we had steps, what would we do? I don't know. Nothing. Nothing I can do, but we got 2 commissaries. I didn't realize that. How did we get 2 commissaries? I didn't have a chamber of mirrors. I don't know. That's fascinating. We'll do a dining room, I guess. Sure. Get a bunch of steps for no reason. Do we have an aquarium? Nope. Can I randomly find a key? I can go to security, which I want to do because I have an upgrade disc, you stupid idiot. Think about stopping the game. No. To security, which is where? Do I have security? I have security. Okay, first of all, I have security. That's half the battle. Go back down through here. We go over to here. Cross all the way across. Do we have a library today? That is a negatory, okay. We take up from the closed exit. No, we take down and right, okay. Down, right. Use our upgrade disc. Closet, okay. Fascinating. Sure. Hallway closet, bedroom closet. Okay, so it has 2 items, gets 1 if it's on a hallway. Not too hard. Has 2 items, gets 2 extra if it's on a bedroom. Has 0 items, but if you do it from a red room, you get 4. I just do 4 max and have 2 guaranteed. I don't know why people would want to have an insane limitation like it has to be drafted from a red room. That's crazy. Okie dokie. Oh, we also want to write down that we want to break front right conservatory, something like that. Other things we have: key card, salt, lockpick, diary key, which you couldn't use, Knight's Shield treasure map, which is we can't go to. Use the torch on the last thing I know it can be used on. So I think we're probably okay. We got 49. We got 50 basically for an allowance, which is crazy. We're out of keys, unfortunately. No way to exchange those this time. We wanted to check if there's any lying around somewhere. No, there's not. It's a paper crown. It doesn't help us any. So yeah, I guess we'll call it there in a number of ways. one. We'll call it. And one more key and we can start playing with the water again. We still don't know where the last piece of thing is because it wasn't in the throne room that I saw, so we're probably going to have to get the last envelope in the room 46 after we unlock all the signet stuff, probably. Let's guess. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!